Are we having fun yet?
I wish it was over.
The Common Core or my speech? Well, yes, I'm Mary Calamia. You know me as Mary Cal. I am also the co-founder of Long Islanders United Against the Common Core. Many of you do know that I'm a therapist. What you probably don't know, except Mark already just told you, as I do canine-assisted therapy. And what canine-assisted therapy is basically psychobabble for, I have a dog and I can bring him to work with me, because I don't have anybody to feed him. So he sits in the office though, and he hears everything I hear. He meets everybody that I meet. And I actually see him get sad when the kids get sad, you know? So I know you've all heard me, or many of you anyway, have heard my testimony to the New York State Assembly, and I think you're probably expecting me to talk today about the mental health effects on the children. But we have all these wonderful children here today, and I don't think this is the right place to do that. So instead, I'm going to talk to the children, at least for a few minutes, and actually, Jack wrote this portion of my speech. So I'm going to take advantage. We have these kids here. If some of you, if you little guys would come up on the risers, just kids, come up. Stand on the risers or sit on the risers. Come on, this is about you guys. Come on up, come on up. Just all of you. Bring me signs, bring it, all of you. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. Now, Jack would have been here himself to read his speech, but he had an appointment with his publicist. He tells me they're working out a movie deal. So we have substitute Jack. Good boy. Better behaved and eats less. So he wrote this. Unfortunately, the first version he ate. The second version, he downloaded a virus to the computer, so I had to take matters into my own hand. He says, "Hi, my name is Jack W. Calamia. The W stands for wacky. I am a canine good citizen. What that means is I had to pass a test so that I could earn that title. Mommy wanted me to have credentials because she takes me to work with her every day. We work with children, and my mom wanted to be able to tell their moms that I was a good boy." Okay, let Jack come sit with you guys. Whoop. There you go. Sorry, Jack. I wanted to tell you my story about my days back in obedience school when I was preparing for my canine good citizen test. When I was in obedience school, I learned a lot of really cool tricks. I learned all of the things I needed to learn in order to pass my test. First, I learned how to sit, and then I learned how to heel. I don't like heeling very much, but I do it. And then I had to learn the down command. Of all the things I had to know, the down was the hardest of all. For those of you who don't know, a down is, well, you have to lay down on the floor on command. I just couldn't do it. Mommy tried over and over, but I just stood there. I didn't feel very good about myself when I looked around the room and all of the puppies were getting it right away. See, I was a much older dog and I should know just about as much as a puppy, right? Mommy would say down and point to the floor. I wouldn't even do it if she had chicken in her hand. Chicken! Chicken's my favorite treat of all. Mommy told me we'd keep trying, but that if I didn't get it, it would still be okay because even good dogs don't know everything. Then the teacher, Miss Debbie, came over to us. She told us we could take as much time as we needed. No one was rushing us. We just needed to find another way to learn it down. We tried a few more things, and then Miss Debbie asked my mother if I could do a sit. A sit? I know how to sit. That's my favorite trick of all. Mommy said sit, and I sat. And then Miss Debbie said, now give him the down command. Mommy said down and pointed to the floor, and down I went. She wasn't even holding any chicken, and I did it. I did it. I was very excited lying there on the floor like a good boy. All of the puppies barked with excitement. I was so proud of myself. The point is, it doesn't matter how I did it. Down is down, no matter how you get there. So then came the day of my big test, the Canine Good Citizen. Just like tests with kids, there are some tests that are important and some tests that you don't need to take. You know, like those tests that everyone's talking about and a whole bunch of kids won't be taking next week. It's probably confusing sometimes, but we trust our moms and dads to tell us which ones to take and which ones we can refuse. Well, this was the kind of test you're supposed to take. During the test, the lady who tested us told Mommy I would have to do it down. Mommy asked if I could start with a sit first, and the lady said, of course. Not every dog is the same. Everyone learns in their own special way. Well, I passed the test, and I proudly wear my Canine Good Citizen tag. But I never would have passed it if every dog had to do the same commands the same exact way. When I didn't think I would ever learn how to do it down, I didn't like how it made me feel. But my mom and my teacher told me I was a good boy no matter what. They were patient with me and helped me find just the right way to learn. And if we can do something like that for a dog, why can't we do that for human children? I may be a dog and all, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. No one is the same as everybody else. No one. There is always another way to learn. Sincerely, Jack W. Calamia, P.S. Please send chicken.